Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveller. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted that I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. This is probably my favorite poem of all time. Everybody's heard the last two lines of this poem and probably drawn inspiration from it. You're forging your own path. No matter what anybody else or society thinks, it'll pay off for you in the end. Except not really. I mean, it's a nice message for sure, but the actual meaning of the poem is a lot cooler than that. They think that the path less traveled is less traveled because society frowns on it or people avoid it, and all you have to do is have the courage to go your own path. But those people are missing the point of the road not taken. See, when the choice is between risk and glory or lazy and at home, it's an easy choice to make. But the road not taken isn't about the good choice and the bad choice. On the contrary, it's about two choices that you don't know whether they're good or bad or better or worse. In other words, it's about the kind of decision, or rather the indecision, that we make every single day. Even the narrator says, you know, it was maybe better, but actually kinda not really. I don't know. Especially with my big choices in life, I've always felt pressure to choose the right one. Which high school to go to, what classes to take, which college to go to, who to date. Every single major choice is infused with this twinge of guilt. And oftentimes I get so scared of choosing the wrong one that I don't end up choosing at all. When I was in high school, I couldn't decide which college to apply to. So I applied to 13 of them. Don't do that. But the trick is, by not making that choice when I should have, I was making a choice. I just gave myself a lot more work than I needed. Don't get me wrong, learning from your mistakes is one of the best parts of this awesome brain that everybody has, but my regret gland was on overdrive. I was so obsessed with the road not taken that I couldn't see the road that I was on. So the narrator of the poem isn't saying that the road he took was objectively the best one, because that would have been an easy choice. But he is rationalizing a decision that he made to choose that that one was the best one, and I think the narrator might be onto something. You see, the problem isn't choice. The real problem is indecision, which comes from the fear of making the wrong decision, which comes from the idea that there's a right decision to begin with. I think that most people can agree that who you are is about the choices that you make, but I think they don't understand that you can look at that in two different ways. The way that most people look at it is that their choices define who they are. So it's really high pressure. You have to make the right decision, the best decision, because otherwise that'll make you a worse person somehow. Or you can look at it the opposite way and say that you define your choices. So any choice that you make is the one you would have made because you're you. It's kind of like taking the pressure off of yourself. Paradoxically, you gain power by giving up power over it. If you disbelieve your ability to screw things up and accept that you can't make a right choice, then you can decide how you feel about the choice you eventually make. Of course, none of these ideas are actually, you know, objectively true or whatever, but one of them gives you a lot more guilt and drama and regret, and one of them gives you the ability to live your life in the present. So, which road would you not take? What this all boils down to, and what I think the narrator of the poem eventually realizes, whether Robert Frost intended it or not, is that what you have to do is choose your choice. Be okay with the choice that you make. You do have to make decisions. You always will have to make decisions, but regretting those decisions, that's another choice in and of itself, because any path that you don't take is the road not taken. You are on the road you are on, and that decision, while it doesn't define you, is defined by you. So you gotta stop the guilt train that's going down the road not taken, because the road you're on was a decision that was made by you, and not the other way around. 50 XP for watching. Peace and love. Sweep chimneys for like your entire life.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally used to people lacing on my corset. I used to have birds do this.